Okay, so we want to graph the cosine. So the cosine, we're going to look at all the values between 0 and 2 pi. The cosine does have a period of 2 pi, so I can look at the values in between. These are the ones on the unit circle. Remember, it has a period of 2 pi because after that, we've gone one revolution around the unit circle, and we can go again. So at 0, it was 1. At pi over 6, it was radical 3 over 2. At pi over 4, it's radical 2 over 2. At pi over 3, it's a half. Pi over 2 with 0, 2 pi over 3, remember it's negative in the second quadrant, so it's negative 1/2. It's negative radical 2 over 2, negative radical 3 over 2, and then it's negative 1 here. It's still negative, so it's negative radical 3 over 2, negative radical 2 over 2, and negative 1/2. And then I have 0 again, and then I have positive 1/2. Radical 2 over 2 and radical 3 over 2. Now I could try to graph these all, so I have 1, and then at pi over 6 I have radical 3 over 2, and then I have a half at pi over 3 and 0, but really these are the important numbers just like before, plus 2 pi, because 2 pi is the same as 0, 2 pi it's 1. These are called the key points. And we only have to use the key point method or the 5 points. So I could really just graph at negative 1 at pi, 0 at 3 pi over 2, and 1 at 2 pi, and I have a nice little sine curve. And if I wanted, I could extend it on the other side. It would look like that. So let's talk about some of the characteristics. Its domain is all real numbers, so it's from negative infinity to infinity. Its range is from negative 1 to 1. It is an even function. If we look and see the graph, it's even. Its period, we said, is 2 pi because it's one revolution around the unit circle. The x-intercepts, where is across the x-axis? Well, across that pi over 2, 3 pi over 2. So all the pi over 2s. So it's n pi over 2 for n odd. Because if n was even, it would be pi or 2 pi. And my y-intercept, it crosses the y-axis at 1. So now we talked a little bit about the basics of the cosine function when you graph it.